Okay. You see, I still use a Christmas cup to drink my tea. I do. I don't drink coffee anymore, but I sure do drink the tea, the hot tea. Let's wait. Let's share. Hi, is that Dale or Nana? Hi, Dale. Hi, Nana. You guys want to come up and talk? Oh, blessings to you too. Always, 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 always blessings to you. I'm just checking to see my nightbot, if I fixed my nightbot. Well, howdy, Dale. How'd your day go? I hope it went well. Let's see, I don't, okay, I got to do comments here. Okay, how do I, oh, comments right there. There we go. Um, I forget who was helping me. See, I can't remember sometimes. Someone was helping me with my nightbot because if you use caps and stuff like that, it would, get onto the person using caps. Oh, I seen you sitting behind Nana. You've had a long day, huh? I have too. My wrist is getting better. Look at there. Let me go this way. The lump is down. It's almost gone. I've been putting castor oil on it. It still hurts. I've been sanding furniture, repainting furniture. I'm moving my office and my craft room into the smaller bedroom here. So it's been slow going, and I'm going to redo a desk. I'm going to try and make some money to go to the Pine Cone Fest. Try to, anyway. I would have to bring my dogs. I have a procedure tomorrow that I have to drink a gallon of stuff, if you know what that is for. No, I don't do doctors. I do not have any idea what that is for. What are you getting done? I don't trust them. I don't do them. I don't have anything to do with doctors. Never have, even when I was little. What is that for? A gallon of stuff? Oh, well, I'm not the right person to ask about that. Why do you need a colonoscopy? They're good. Well, I'll pray. I'll pray for you. Why do you need a colonoscopy? I still have everything. I have everything except for my teeth. When I got pregnant with the twins, my teeth just went. Phew. Wonder where. So can you have to, you can't eat anything after a certain time. 47 lots of family history of colon cancer. Well, just eat meat. Cancer feeds on sugar and carbs. I keep telling you that. Give up the sugar and give up the carbs, and your cancer will go away. I've seen it. I've seen proof of it with people. Give up the sugar and the carbs. I fall short. I will admit I fall short. I'm a sucker for Werther's caramel candy. But you know, it's what you eat. And I can guarantee you the colon problems they have was from eating sugar and carbs and vegetables. And you don't have to follow in their footsteps. Well, you don't. Just give up the sugar, give up the carbs for 90 days. I dare you. I double dog dare you to just eat meat, bacon, eggs, and butter. Get salted butter. Just those four things. You can get ground beef, 80/20. You need that animal fat for 60 days. I won't even put 90 days on you. I won't double dog dare you for 90. I'll double dog dare you for 60. And then see how you feel. But I don't do doctor. I can't I can pray for you. I can say a prayer. But I wouldn't do it. You couldn't get me to go to doctor if yeah, well, it's not a good time. It is hard to quit carbs and sugars. It's very hard. Sugar is a drug. It is a drug. You should have seen what happened in my body when I quit the sugar. It was painful. The oxalate dumping was very painful. My feet cracked, my hands cracked. But I wouldn't change it for the world. But now, like I said, I every now and then I gotta have some Werther's caramel, and I fall short. I fall short. And then I do get a little tiny bit of carbs when I make flour tortillas, and I haven't made them in so long since Joanne left, moved to North Carolina. Well, I made them the other day, and I will eat homemade tortillas are better than store-bought tortillas because you only have the unbleached flour, butter, water, and salt. And then you can scramble your eggs, put some bacon in it, fry up some hamburger, some ground you want the 80/20, and put a little bit of cheese in there. That'll give you a little bit of variety. And it will change your life. It will. I'm telling you, it will. But it's going to be very hard. Just try quitting carbs and sugars and don't tell me you are addicted like a drug. They're a drug. Sugar is a drug, and it's hard to quit, but you can do it. And the longer you go without it, and you're going to feel sick at first because your body's saying, hey, where's that sugar? Where's those carbs? I need them. I need them. Just like a drug addict does, just like a heroin addict, anyone that's addicted, yes. But once you make it through that, your cravings go away. You don't even think about eating until you're hungry, and you will not get colon cancer. Cancer feeds on sugar. A lot of people don't realize that it feeds on sugar and carbs. Carbs turn into sugar. So what's Nana doing right now? I just watched Digging in the Word with the sisters. A lot of good Bible verses tonight. A lot of good Bible verses. See, so give me 60 days. It's like Dr. Chafee tells you, I'm not going to charge you anything because what am I going to charge you for? For me to tell you to eat meat? He's a good guy. You should watch him. He lives in Australia. He doesn't try and, he's not going to charge you anything. You can ask him something. You can leave a super chat. A lot of people do. But you can ask him questions. He goes live all the time and he will help you. Now, I don't know. Piggy told me to be me, and I find they are like mechanics and they'll find something wrong I have zero faith in doctors. Zero. Zero faith in doctors. My whole life. You can have honey with your coffee. A little bit of honey with your coffee, but not sugar. Honey is natural, and you want to get the honey from your local honey, because that helps with allergies, because the bees pollinate the surroundings. It's around you, and if you can find local honey, that's the best. But I've watched so many videos, I've seen so many stories, and I'm telling you, I can't remember his name, but they said he had colon cancer, and they gave him like 90 days to live. He's been around for 3 years. Now, he did go through the chemotherapy, but being on the carnivore helped him. He didn't lose his hair. He didn't have the violent throwing up, and he believes that's because and he put his 2 teenage sons on carnivore, and they have grown since they've been on carnivore. Man, they've grown, they're tall, it just, because our ancestors lived on meat. We're carnivores. Hi, Joe, Mr. Auction. So go, no more sugar, no more carbs. And give me 60 days of not eating any sugar or carbs or vegetables. You don't want to eat the vegetables. There's oxalates in vegetables, and your body can only handle so many oxalates. And you don't need the fiber. That's a myth. That's a myth. That's a myth. That it's just like with politics and with the government. Everything they told you was a lie. Well, same with vegetables. Your vegetables are killing you, and a lot of people don't understand that or realize that. And I know you're growing things. I'm growing things too. I give them to my chickens. It's fun to grow a garden, but I give everything I grow to my chickens and my neighbor. But I tell her all the time about the carnivore, and she's tried it too. And Margaret is actually losing some weight. She's out there. The horses got out yesterday, and I thought, oh God, I'm going to have to run. I started running to my gate, because I got to go through my gate, open my gate, go around, because we're on 5-acre pieces, and go over there and stand in front of the gate, make sure the horses don't get out. But they didn't go out. They didn't go out. I was thankful for that. Thank you. Thank you, God. Because I've had to stop a horse before by standing in front of it. I worked for RID, where I gave water to the farmers and split it off into their ditch. I did that for 10 years. And I learned how to irrigate too. I have been in the farming industry for all my life. Hi, Ginger. You can come on here. You can come on here. Anybody can come on here and chit chat. Bless her heart. Ginger, I just love your guys' devotional and your Monday night talks. And my wrist is getting better, but it does hurt. I'm painting furniture. Anyway, see, I get off. I worked for RID for 10 years, and I forgot what I was going to say. Boy, I tell you, squirrel! There's a squirrel. What was I talking about? Someone remind me. Anyway, my wrist is getting better, but it still does. There's just a little. It's hard to tell that direction. Let's go like this. There's just a little knot there. I was lifting the bottom where the oil, we have an industrial fryer where we fry the chicken, Chester's chicken, the jalapeno poppers, the wedges, the pies, and the tenders. You have bone in, you have tenders, and you filter the oil, you open that latch, and all the oil goes down into this bottom part. And because the guy before me wasn't doing his job and clean, yes, vegetables are full of oxalates. They are. Watch Dr. Chafee. If I can't convince you of that, go watch Dr. Chafee. Let me look up Dr. Chafee. And he's such a good kid. He really is. You can tell he's genuine. www.youtube.com. And I haven't drank soda in years. I gave up soda, and one of the reasons why I gave up soda is because I watched my mom. My mom and my dad drank Diet Coke. Mom used to drink Tab. I don't know if you remember. And I found out that the aluminum causes Alzheimer's. Well, that's exactly what my mom started suffering from. But they drink Diet Coke all the time, and just because it's diet doesn't mean it's good for you. If you could quit that, that would be awesome. Just drink more water, and you'll work that stuff through your system. Dr. Chafee. He's such a nice kid, and he'll answer your questions. Anthony Chafee, MD. Plants are trying to kill you. You'll see once you come up there, you will see. And he just tells you how it is. Yeah, now he's at that age. He needs to watch his language sometimes, but I'm not going to let that stop me from. I have language sometimes too. Anyway, let me share this. Only when I'm mad. Drinking broth right now. That's good. That's good. Broth. What kind of broth? Okay, I'm sharing. Let me go down here. I'm not used to this live stuff. Present. Share screen. Okay, here is Dr. Anthony Chafee. There is hope for modern medicine, rethink nutrition, and he has all these testimonials, and he's not the only one. They're there for you. But he tells you fruit and honey's not carnivore. But now I would say, as you quit eating carbs and sugar, I would say use a little bit of honey. Use a little bit of honey, sugar-free creamer, anything to help you through that, because I quit sugar cold turkey, and it was terrible. My feet were cracked, my hands were cracked. I could barely walk. And I had to go to work. I had to work. I suffered. I mean, I am not kidding you. I suffered through that. And he has a lot. He's got a great information, and he's carnivore too. He's a good guy. He really is. I mean, he's got a lot too. He's a young guy. You know how youngsters are. Let me go back over here. Yeah, I gave up. Oh, good. Beef is good for you. I gave up sodas a long time too. And I used to drink Pepsi. And then I'd have to have an ice cream Pepsi float. I have been there. And I got so sick. And I don't go to doctors. So I ask God, please, you gotta help me. You gotta help me. I need something. You gotta help me. And he led me to Dr. Chafee in carnivore. And I knew right away that's what I was supposed to do. I mean, you can see on my first video how heavy I was, and now, but I, at work, I cheat too. I ate a piece of pizza because I didn't take any lunch with me. I didn't take any meat with me. Because I didn't have time. I mailed Joe and Ginger's package, and I was in a hurry, and I forgot to put the card in there. I mean, working and trying to work around here has been difficult for me. It is, but I'm 62. You still have time before you reach 62. You have time. Yes, and pizza is good, but it's hard to resist sometimes. But being at work, I thought, and it's not about beating yourself up when you fall. It's about saying, okay, start over again the next day and eat meat. Eat beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And you can eat some cheese. I eat a little bit of cottage cheese. I want to make some cottage cheese bread, and it's just cottage cheese and 2 eggs. Mix it up, pour it on parchment paper, and you could do that. There's recipes, carnivore recipes for pizza where they use the cheese to make a crust, or they use crumbs from pig skins to make the crust. Yeah, well, if you just want the meat and cheese, go for it. But um, just 60 days. Give me 60 days. Because, okay, say you go, I just, this is it's, I don't want to give you the wrong advice. I don't want to do it. But are you getting the colonoscopy or whatever it is because you hurt, or is it a yearly checkup? Why? Do you feel there's something wrong? What's the thing? See, and now Dr. Chafee will say eating dairy and carnivore. He doesn't eat dairy. Dr. Chafee eats meat and drinks water. He doesn't do any spices or anything, but he doesn't beat people up for not eating just meat and water. He tells you eat as much meat as you can. Get that. It's the ultimate nutrition, meat, and you need the animal fat for your brain. You need the animal. It's like your body. Think of your body as a car without oil. What happens? Your body needs that fat. It's like oil in a car. It needs it to run. It needs it to, you know, move. it'll help you but you have to give me 60 days. You got to give it 60 days. I did the 90-day challenge and I won't ever go off of it. I mean, I fall short. Yes, I do fall short. Good grief, I fall short. But after I go so long and then I think I want the Werther's original caramels, after I eat the Werther's original caramel, I feel pain in my knees, pain in my joints. You can tell what the sugar, after being on carnivore for 60 days, try eating some bread, try eating a little bit of sugar, and then you will know exactly what it was doing to your body. You've got to put 2 eggs in the cottage cheese. Blend 1 cup of cottage cheese with 2 eggs in it. Put 2 eggs in it and put it in your blender. Grind it up until there are no lumps, and then spray your parchment paper with a little bit of olive oil, avocado, whatever kind of cooking spray you have, butter. Spray your parchment paper and put it on there, and then bake it. Well, you can put it in pancake size. I've seen some recipes where, those molds, they're bun size, those molds that are rubbery. They fill up 6 of them, and then they have a little round like pita bread, and they have it put one on the bottom, they put their hamburger, and then they put one on the top. So now, with the recall going on of the lunch meat and stuff, that was from bad equipment. I'm telling you right now, that's the risk you take, because I have been in the food industry for a long time. And let me tell you, I've gone round and round and round with people in the kitchen about not cleaning the slicer. Excuse me. And, that was dirty equipment going around, but 9 people died from that, and it causes the listeria, the bacteria, if they do not clean. That's why you do not buy cheese that is already grated. Don't do it. You buy the block of cheese and you grate your own cheese. But you also got to learn to put your leftovers and whatever you're keeping in the fridge without capping it, without a lid. Put your product in there without a lid and let it get down to 41 degrees before you cap it. It has to get down to 41, because if you put it in there at 102 or whatever, 80 something, and you cap it, the warmth will make condensation and moisture, and that's what bacteria grows in. Bacteria grows in moisture. So you leave the lid off and you let it get whatever you're cooking, spread it out as far as you can, and whatever you're cooking, and leave that lid off until it gets down to 41. Every kitchen should have a thermometer in their kitchen. And you can stir it. You can go in there, say you cook a big pot of beans, spread it out into 2 bigger pans, Tupperwares or whatever, put it in there without the lids, get a spoon and stir it every 10 minutes, and you'll have that thing cool down to 41 within 6 hours and 72 within 2. Upper and lower GI, have had some throat problems, and I have history of colitis, and my dad is fighting stage 4 colon cancer now. Put your dad on meat, change his diet. I'm telling you everything. Oh, who's in there? Oh, that's me. I'm telling you, everything we put in our bodies is what put him on a carnivore diet. If anything, talk to Dr. Chafee about your dad. and he'll tell you what to do. He'll tell you to put him on a carnivore diet. But he's a doctor also. He's in Australia. He understands using herbs and certain things. It's say you've reached a point of infection. Hi, Mr. Man. You've reached a point of infection. You only stay on that so long. He'll tell you about antibiotics and stuff like that, but he doesn't charge you anything. Look it up. Get your dad on the carnivore diet. No more sugar, no more carbs. Take him off the sugar and the carbs, and do it now. Don't let him have any. No soda pop, none of that. And that's what the one guy has. I will have to find his name. Oh, Jeff, let me look it up. Jeff. Let me look it up in YouTube. Oh, let me look it up. Stop sharing. Okay. Let me see if I can find him. Jeff's story. Oh, right here. Treating stage 4 colon cancer. This guy right here. Now, I'm telling you, let me share this one. Let me share it. Okay, go to StreamYard. Present. This will blow your mind. You've got to, Dale. You've got to. Hi, Mr. Man. Jeff, we used to sing together on Sing Snap years ago. Okay, right here. Let me share it. You have to watch this. So, just type in treating stage 4 colon cancer with diet. Jeff D. Prosperous. This was 6 months ago when they first diagnosed him. They said he had stage 4 colon cancer, and they only gave him 90 days to live. So you've got to watch it. And he's talking to Dr. Chafee. Born July 6, 1979, 44 years old, family, 2 sons, and a wife. And they only gave him 90 days to live. And look at him. It's been 2 years, maybe 3 years now. I think it's been 2 years. But you have to watch that. He's talking about the carnivore and how it helped him, how it changed his life. And there's other stories like that too. So let's click on it, and let me get the link and I'll share it. I'll share it in the chat so you can click on it. This is just amazing. It makes me want to cry. It really does, because he was bad. He was in really bad shape, and he had 2 teenage boys. Okay, let's do this. Copy. Go over here to here and paste it. Right there is, okay, shift, enter. Oh, it wouldn't do it. That right there is the link to Jeff and Dr. Chafee talking. Hi, Evelyn. Mr. Man, I love you too, Mr. Man. We need to talk. I need to talk to you and see how you're doing and how everything's doing. You're not late, Evelyn. This was a surprise. I just wanted to come on here and check to see if my Nightbot was still. Oh, it was Piggy and his wife Eileen that helped me fix my Nightbot. Because remember how my Nightbot used to get on to people for typing caps? Well, I think, see, the Nightbot hasn't even showed up. So, is Dale still in here? Dale, are you still in here? Yes, Jeff and I used to sing on Sing Snap. I have a couple of songs on my Val's Good Vibes that I did videos for, but we used to do duets. I thought it was the neatest thing that you could sing with someone from New York, and that's when I was working for RID too. And I used to have a macaw twister, and she would always make noise whenever we were trying to record. But he still sings. I haven't sang in a long time. I sang a little bit after mom died, but I just really didn't. Yes, that was irrigation days when I worked for Roosevelt Irrigation District. That was a hard job, but I've been doing hard jobs. Well, my first job was chopping cotton in the Arizona heat for Vanisdale Farms. That was fun. And I was 14. It was a summer job. And I made money. I got to buy me a TV for my room. I got to buy my own school clothes. Mom, because your parents, when they bought your clothes, they had to pick them out. So, but mom wouldn't let me buy anything, you know, it had to be presentable. So that was the days that I had goats and sheep and chicken and geese and cows and horses and ducks and dogs and cats. Oh my gosh, I had a little farm. You can sing, Dale. Anybody can sing. Anybody can sing. I believe everybody's voice is a gift from God. Rebel. He's got not singing much since dad and mom passed away. The world changed. Yes, it did. That was me too. When my mom and dad passed away, the world does change. That's for sure. It's just not the same. It's getting better. I mean, you never get over it, but you learn to live with it, and it is getting better. You know, like I pulled out my mom's, I was moving stuff to the, let me stop sharing this. Dale, did you get that link? You've got to watch that. I'm telling you, you've got to watch it. You've got to watch it. And then get your dad on the carnivore. Anyway, I pulled out my mom has the King James, and I have her Bible from 1955 when she was a teenager, because they were born, mom and dad were born in 38. The New English Bible. Because I was moving books to, I painted the shelves next to the fireplace. I'm painting my stuff. You can see behind me right there is, well, maybe you can't. Well, anyway, I'm doing a video on it. I've got some stuff and doing a video on it. But it's hard. It's hard to say goodbye to your mom and dad. So Dale, try everything you can, because I don't I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. But I'm not a pill taker. I don't believe in it. I don't want to get in trouble. So, Dale, listen to Dr. Chafee and Jeff. His name is Jeff, about what he's been through and how carnivore changed his life. He made it through the 90 days. He's still alive 2 to 3 years later after they gave him a death sentence. So it's out there. The proof is there that our ancestors ate meat. And that's what we were designed to eat, is meat. And it's like he says, you don't go out there foraging everything in the forest, and there's some plants that you can eat that just freaking kill you right away. I mean, just boom. So they ate meat. So nobody's coming up here. Oh, I got to pin it. I wonder if I can pin it. Pin it, pin it. Pin message. Somebody come up here. There it is. Pinned. And talk to me. StreamYard. Yeah. And then let me know what you think. Evelyn has my phone number. I know Evelyn talks to Nana, and Nana can get my phone number, and you can ask any questions you want. I've been on it now since September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 12 a year. Duh. I don't know why I had to count that. I've been on it a year now. Well, it'll be a year September 29th. I'm down to 151 from 229. And yes, I do fall short. I don't call it cheating. I call it falling short. It's like with anything, with alcohol, with drugs, with anything, we fall short. And you will fall short, and you'll say, God, I really want that piece of cake, or I really want that potato chip. And go ahead. If you can't fight it, go ahead and eat it. But remember, you always have the next day where you can start. And as you eat more meat and more animal fat, I eat butter. I get the salted butter, and I put it in the fridge, and I slice it, and I eat the butter. And that will help your bowels, your potty stay soft, and you won't get constipated, and everything will be fine. And when you've had too much animal fat and too much fat, you're going to get the runs. So you can cut back on that fat. But if you get constipated, you're not going to go to the bathroom as much. You're not going to spend your day farting every time you eat. Your tummy is going to be able to relax. And try going at least 16 hours without any food. Try doing that for the first week. Try to go as long as you can, and then eat meat. And eventually you will not crave the sugar and the carbs like you used to. Now you'll see later on, like at the store, when I was working at the store, I seen all these cupcakes, these candy bars and stuff, but I didn't get them. I mean, I ate the piece of pizza and I ate a biscuit. It just goes away. You're able to, because you know how it's going to make you feel. Because once you eat it, man, your knees are going to hurt. It's going to make, that drug, which is sugar, is making you feel terrible. And the more and more you'll just say, hey, I don't want it anymore. Hi, Tom. We're doing good. Well, it's true, but it's the sugar and the carbs that make you do it. And I promise you, you eat the meat and you give up the carbs and the sugars, you will stop farting. I promise you, I swear to you, you will stop farting. And then that you'll know that too, because you'll go 3 months without eating sugar or carbs, and then you'll eat some carbs. You, like me, you'll eat a piece of pizza, and boom, the first thing your body wants to do is pass gas. It's true. But you have to do it. I can only tell you what I've been through, but you have to do it to find out for yourself. I can only tell you. And then there's another guy on here. His name's Pete. He went on the carnivore. He'll tell you the same thing. Dale. Oh my God. That's funny. Did you see what Joe said? Dale is the reason we have climate change. Oh, Dale, you're the reason. We'll have to call the Democrats and tell them it's not anything else, it's Dale's fault. But I'm giving you Dr. Chafee, and I swear to you, you will just, it will change your life. It will change your life. So, Evelyn, how is your day going? Oh, his second job is airing at birthday balloons. That was a fun night on Cahoots last Thursday. That was a fun night. My cheeks hurt from laughing. It was fun. So see, my night. It's a day. Colton had another one. Well, not like the first one was he, but in your car. Oh no. Is Colton okay? A fender bender to me is just nothing serious, but when someone says fender bender, is Colton okay? Is he okay? Oh, yes. Okay, I see it. Yes, he's okay. He's a big boy. It's going to take a lot to hurt that boy. Is the car okay? Because, they only have one car. They're only surviving on one vehicle. Oh. I just got a message from Diane Kesey, and it says Kamala Harris is not eligible for president of the United States, as she was born to parents who were not U.S. citizen when she was born. Both her parents were foreign. Yes, I already brought that out. Nobody seemed to care. She's what they call an anchor baby. She's an anchor baby. But it's up to the Republican Party to vet her and make sure she's eligible, which that just leaves you out of luck. The Republican Party didn't do it for Obama. So they're not going to do it for her. She is not eligible. I've got the documents, but I ain't in government, so, but they should better. And I have this Democrat, I'm friends with one Democrat, I think. I don't know, probably some more. And she really got upset over that when I posted that. But I'm not for the two-party system anymore. I'm for a republic, a true republic, with a government that has 18 enumerated powers, and that's it. Take the politics out of government. And if they step out, sock it to the people. We the people. Didn't hurt my SUV at all. Supposedly dented the fender of the other car, but they were backing out of parking spaces and bumped each other. Oh, that almost happened to me the other day at Walmart. Yeah, that lady laid on the horn. I stopped in time. Yes, and term limits would work as well. But if you have a government that stays within the constitutional enumerated powers they're given, then it doesn't matter what party they're in, because the job remains the same. And that closes off that corporate coming in and trying to lobby, because they don't belong in your medical, they don't belong in your education, it's not in their enumerated powers that they were given by the Constitution. So therefore, that cuts off the big pharma. Hey, see you later. You cannot lobby a federal government that they don't have that power. They can't sell drugs. They can't push drugs. They can't do any of that. They can't create a vaccine. They can't do any of that. So that's a real republic. So it takes the politics out of government and it puts it back on the people. But will the people be the checks and balances? Apparently they weren't, because look how bad they've gotten. And one term, because your representatives are supposed to be the guy that works down at the lumber yard, the clerk at the store, the guy that works at the cotton gin, the gas station. All those are supposed to, and you're supposed to have a representative for every 35,000 people you have in that district, in that state. So, but they're supposed to be your everyday people. The housekeeper that cleans the rooms, those are supposed to be the representatives of the people, not these career politicians. And that way you cover and everybody is represented honestly. So that's just my thoughts. And I'm not afraid to talk about politics. I think we need to talk about politics every now and then, and religion, and God, and what else. And, well, some things we shouldn't talk about. But God, we should always talk about. And because our country is in such a disarray, a mess, it's in a mess, we need to talk about it. People need to learn to talk about it and figure out that we are the checks and balances, and we need to abolish it, shut it down, and start over. How is the big question? How are we going to do that? You're not going to vote them out of there. You can't, it's just not going to happen, because we've got to figure it out. But that's just my opinion. But I have done a lot of research. I have read the statutes at large, the congressional records. I have done a lot of research. Tom says, I think the UK has better political system. It's not really seen as one versus one, but we elect people within our communities to become members of parliament to bring up issues important to that constituency. Yes, it has to be people from the community. You look at every congressman, and it cannot be anybody with titles of nobility. And everybody tells me, oh, or not everybody tells me, but some people like to say, oh, that's not true. No, attorneys cannot be in there. I'm sorry. If you have a title of nobility, you cannot serve in Congress. If you're not a natural born citizen, you cannot serve in Congress. And natural born citizen means that your parents were born here as well. You cannot have any allegiance whatsoever to any other country. And it makes sense. Common sense. Kamala Harris is not even eligible to run for president, but the Republicans are the ones that have to vet her. And that tells you a lot about the Republicans. They're just going to let her. No one's even brought it up. She's an anchor baby. Her parents were still, they weren't even citizens, which you don't become really a citizen. You become a resident. And they were not residents or when she was born. She's an anchor baby. But it's really, I think Tom's right. It's really, really important that members of your community be your representatives. And they're only supposed to go to Washington once a year to balance the budget when you have a true republic, to balance the budget. And they're responsible for the infrastructure and to coin money. I mean, look up the 18 enumerate. That is their job, and that's it. That is it. And our founders wanted us to have friendly trading. Friendly trading. Not, oh, I'll send an army over there and fight a war for you. Sorry, but not what we were supposed to do. So this is the last thing I will say on it. We need to clean up our own backyard before we go trying to clean up someone else's. So, and Piggy told me to be me. How long have I been on here? I don't even know. Where's the time? Oh, I have 2. Evelyn, give me a warning. Say 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. I was just coming on here to test my Nightbot, and I haven't even seen Nightbot. And I don't know how to. I haven't seen Nightbot at all. So thank you, Piggy, and thank you, Mrs. Piggy, Eileen, for the advice. They're the ones that helped me get rid of the Nightbot issue. He was just, I don't really know. I'd like for the weather to pop up on the Nightbot. You can type in explanation and weather, but I don't know how to do that. And there's something that you can do where you can download your link, and then the moderators don't have to do it for you. You can type something and then you can share your link in the chat. It automatically shares your link. So Dale, let us know what happens if you have to do a live or have Nana call Evelyn and let us know what the doctor says. I will be saying a prayer for you. Take me up on my challenge. I double dog dare you. 60 days, no carbs and no sugar. If you can go 60 days without it, I can promise you it will change your life. It will change your life. You will feel so much better. And I've seen it, and you'll see it there too. You'll see when you watch that video with Dr. Chafee and Jeff, and what Jeff was going through, and how he was on. They had only given him 60, 90 days to live. I'm not for sure. It was a short amount of time, and he's been here with us, and he looks amazing than when he first, I mean, just check his story out. He was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, and get your dad on the carnivore if you can. Get him on the carnivore. Cancer loves sugar. Don't let him eat any sugar or any carbs, and see if that helps. See if that helps. And there's been so many people that have gone off meds. I mean, you have to go out there and you have to find it, and you have to watch it, and you'll know. God will tell you if it's true or not, like he did me. He will keep us posted. Yes. Evelyn, thank you for being here. Jeff, Tom, Nana, Ginger, Joey, Joe Fix It, Jeff, old Jeff. You guys need to check his channel out. He loves to sing. He really loves to sing. And that's it. Thank you guys for stopping in and letting me know. Please let us know. Please let us know. Dale. I love you guys. I will see you later. Bye. Hugs. Hugs and blessings always.